So, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. Off the back of the 1-1 draw, I'm not going to lie, in my opinion, the worst possible result. I know there was a lot of, people with the opinion that Liverpool losing the game, dropping points, would be the best case scenario. Obviously, a draw would be ideal, all in. Even if we had won yesterday, a draw would have been ideal today, all in. But yeah, Manchester City have done it. And you might ask me why. I looked at City as the bigger threat going into this game against Liverpool, because mainly Pep Guardiola, that's not just the best manager, around at the moment. That's one of the best, if not the best manager of all time. So to write him off, as quickly as some have, and listen, there's been moments this season outside Brentford when I'm like, Man City ain't about it. Listen, it's still early stages. But Pep Guardiola, he's been there, he's done that. They got the best striker in the world in Haaland, out and out striker, number 9. Definitely in the league, if you argue against in the world, with Harry Kane doing what he's doing. But you had Rodri coming back into the fold and Foden and Shirky picking up their performances. Listen, Man City deserved the win. Man City deserved the win. They missed a penalty. I know Liverpool had a disallowed goal at a crucial time, 1-0 down. You get that equaliser. It could be a different game. Gakpo missed an open goal at 2-0. I want to say 2-0. It might have been 1-0, but I think it was 2-0. So Liverpool just don't seem at the races this season. All that money spent, all the quality brought in, it's brought up a bit of a headache for Slot. And it doesn't seem like it's a headache that's going to be resolved with a cup of paracetamol or ibuprofen. It seems like it's a headache that ain't going to be sorted in time for this season. And by that I mean, if we had won yesterday, I'd say Liverpool, they're out of it. 10 points, 4-game swing. It's still very early, but that's a big swing, even at this early stage. It's 8 points because we drew against Sunderland, and credit to Sunderland for that, because they made it a tough test. They deserved the point. So at 8 points, a 3-game swing, I think Liverpool still have something left in terms of a light at the end of the tunnel this season. But Manchester City are well and truly I'm going to say it, and it's not arrogantly, but this one felt to me as an Arsenal fan who's seen us, week in, week out, get clean sheets, dominate, control, and still not move out of third gear and have a 5-point lead at the top of the table. I say that, but yeah. Give me 1 minute, sorry. My bad, where was I? 5-point lead at the top of the table. Yeah, sorry, arrogance. It felt like a number 1 contender match, this one, City versus Liverpool. That's because of just what we've been doing. And, the little lead we built up. I looked at this game as whoever wins it comes out as the number 1 contender. And now City won it with us having drawn. It's 4 points, it's tight. I'm still confident we can do it. I'm craving the battle against City. I think if you offered me one of these 2 teams to go up against and eventually win it, listen, we don't know if we are going to win it. But let's say we're looking back and it's Manchester City we won it against. Arteta versus Pep, the ones that stopped us 2 years in a row, whether it's last day of the season or whether it's pipping us at the end of a 4-1 hammering. I don't mind. The Sharks are back in the water. I know Steve's going to come with the whole shark energy on Mondays. So be it. If the Sharks are back in the water, listen, last time we got eaten. This time, let's eat the sharks. Shark fin soup. It's a rare dish, only found in parts of Asia. But trust me, if we win this league title come May and it's against Manchester City, there will be shark fin soup in North London. I'll be eating, I'll be serving. Yeah? Sorry to Peter or whatever companies protect the ocean and the fishes. But come May, if it's Arsenal City going for it and Arsenal do it, those sharks are going to need some extra protection. And listen, Proton ain't even sponsoring this, but those sharks are going to need Proton. I'm telling you, they're going to need Proton, because the extra layers of protection they're going to need if it's Arsenal and City that go into this race. Because listen, you know me, I believe the race don't start till about February. Could call it January, but February is when I usually look at the table and say, all right, it's between them and them, or them and them. I believe we will be one of the thems, come February. That's a given in my opinion. Who will be alongside us? I think today's match goes a long way in not deciding that, because like I said, Liverpool are not out of it. They've got a lot of work to do. Isak's got to, complete his pre-season off the back of this international break and hit the ground running. Hit the ground running, because Wirtz hasn't worked out. Kirkers and Frimpong have really struggled. They've gone back to, Bradley and Robertson. So Liverpool have a lot of work to do, but it's not over for them. I said we wouldn't see second again. I'm standing by that. If it happens, it happens. I feel like we're winning the league. But whether it's City, whether it's Liverpool, both juggernauts, not just in terms of what they've won across, history, more so Liverpool, but what they've won in recent years. Champions Leagues, league titles, FA Cups, League Cups. They've won it all between them in the last 5 to 10 years. So there wasn't a favourable option. I just look at Pep Guardiola, his reputation, his ability, his standards, and there was always that, let's not discount Manchester City. I'm surprised at Liverpool. I am surprised at Liverpool, because I thought, at the start of the season, people discounting City this early on. It was a good window for them, in my opinion. They didn't address defensive concerns, but they did add a certain level of quality and, dare I say, potency to attack. Maybe potency we haven't seen yet, but I mean in terms of what Shirky brings to that football pitch, what Reinders brings to that football pitch. It's qualities they didn't have. So, it was all about knitting it together, and Pep slowly but surely knitting it together. 4 points is nothing, people, especially when it's 4 points, considering a lot of us have looked at Man City and thought, they're not quite at it. And a lot of us have looked at ourselves, Arsenal, and thought, hey, there's something special about this side. So for 4 points to be the difference after game week 11, it's not ideal. Listen, an away point at Sunderland after the 90 minutes we saw, where you could argue we deserved to win it, we done enough to win it, and you could argue Sunderland deserved to draw and deserved enough to get back into it. Yeah, as it stands, interesting. Chelsea are even 6 points behind. Matisse is on the edge of his seat. He wants to, bring out the war hat. He might take Grizz's war hat the way things are going in the next couple of weeks. Big 6 tomorrow is going to be mad, I can't even lie. Looking forward to it, even though we drew the game. I know Steve's going to be on one, but Steve being on one means that, in my opinion, tomorrow's show is going to have so many sound bites that can be used come May. When it happens. What happens? You know what's going to happen. Hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, people. I thought I'd give a little review of that game, review of how I'm feeling off the back of it. Number one contender sorted, Manchester City at this moment in time. And that's not to say it won't change moving forward. Look at boxing. One day he's the number one contender, the next day is someone else. It is what it is. We move. Manchester City, Steve, see you Monday, see you May, Grizz, Liverpool. See you when I see you. Peace.